Hello, welcome to Friday Night Livestream. What should we talk about tonight? You guys pick the topic. We'll figure something out. We're going into week 4 already. Hey Produce, hey Linda, hey ho, Trini, how's it going, guys? L. Sitting here with Indy the pup. He's right there. Hey D-Bro, Mushroom Hunter, Wahita, New Life. Hello Gary and Carrie. Janelle. How's everybody doing tonight? Friday night quarantine day what? 20? Who even keeps count? You liked the last video, Trini? Thank you. Yeah, I put up an extra video today, just a clarification video. You're about to juice? What you gonna juice? A big thing of bleach. Don't drink it. Did I? Yeah, I got quite a bit hate and some conversations that just kind of put me in a bad mood. So, yeah, I'll probably... Looks like the stream's a little blurry to me. I don't know, is that like that for you guys or is that just me? Stream health here. What's going on with the internet? There we go. Getting ready for Easter, baking at Publix. Cool. The video, yeah. Hi Brian, Shogun. Kathy. No, I'm in a good mood now. But I'm only gonna do this for a little bit tonight. High recycled Wednesdays. Apples, carrots, ginger, turmeric, jalapeno, orange, lemon, strawberry. I guess I would try a sip of that. Well, my dad's still looking for that article to figure out when the Unsolved Mysteries was put on. And somebody sent me the article of the 2 victims from that one. And it's still unsolved as of right now. And it happened back in 1991. Oh, it snowed here today too. So there's that. We're in like a month into spring and it's already it's still snowing. So hi Vlani. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm trying. Yeah, I don't know why that does. I don't know if I can set that to not do that. I don't know. What up, Kika? And hello, Susanna from Australia. What's up? We're all here. Well, yep, we got the whole crew here every night. So what should we talk about tonight? Not really sure. We've talked about so many things over the past month. It's almost been a month already. I say it right. I think I say it different every time though. Ivlani. Cool. Sweet shirt with the lights. You want to talk about beans? Like what kind of beans? Bean bags? Anybody ever have a beanbag chair? I got the same color today. Yeah, I got green because green is Friday for me. So I should have had blue yesterday. Haven't tried VR chat, no. Can I do it right here? I've never heard of it. Except for last night when you guys were talking about it. baked beans, green beans, string beans, kidney beans, mung beans, white beans, black beans, pinto beans, fava beans, bean salad, bean casserole. They extended the safe home till May 15th. Is that is that just where you live, Brian? Where is that again? Can't get comfortable in a beanbag chair? I haven't been on a beanbag chair since I was a little kid. It seems like they were always laying around somewhere when I was back in the 80s. They were the thing back then. Black mushrooms right now. Mushroom Hunter is cooking pheasant back mushrooms. Thinking about making some homemade tofu. That sounds like a good idea. That'll keep you busy, and you'll have some cool tofu afterwards. Oh, in Los Angeles. Are black-eyed peas a pea? Well, aren't peas actually beans too? I'm not sure. You have to go to vrchat.com. So can I still do it through here? Or we have to go to a whole new platform? Oh, jelly beans, that's a good one. What happens to tofu when you freeze it? It gets a different texture. It kind of expands, but then it turns into kind of like a sponge. So when you thaw it back out, you can squeeze everything out, and it'll be a different texture than normal. I used to do it a lot, but I don't actually like doing it, so I don't freeze my tofu anymore. All right, so I put up a clarity video today, just clarifying some things from the first video, stuff we already talked about yesterday. But today, my mom got the news that she was negative for the virus. So it was just my dad. Although my mom has symptoms, but my dad doesn't. So my mom's sick, but my dad's not. You think it can be live streamed here? Well, maybe if it's a platform that it's kind of like the OBS that I'm running from, maybe we could do that. What would everybody have for dinner tonight if it's past your dinner time? Anything good? Yeah, produce. I think my dad's about over it though, according to the county they live in. So he'll be cleared. I think he's cleared today or tomorrow, because he got tested over a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks. You made tofu scramble with 1 block. Well, if you hold tight, I'm going to be making another dish with tofu. I mean, there's a ton of stuff you can make with it, but I'm going to be making, somebody asked me to make some recipes from when I first went vegan and put it on my channel. So I'm going to do that. Tofu's in there. Gardein orange chicken over yellow rice. That sounds really good. Chimichanga. Kale, lentils, broccoli. Happiest vegan on earth. How's it going? A chickpea loaf. That sounds good. Homemade veggie green curry. Yum. Dang, I like that shirt. You like my shirt? Thanks, I just threw it on. I figured I'm always wearing a hoodie. Put something else on. Oh, I gotta make something with soy curls too. Black bean and TVP. Homemade ketchup. Ooh, that's a good one. How long can it stay in the freezer? Forever and ever and ever. No, I would go for about a month for best results. Chana masala. These all sound really good. Organic brown. I guess when you're hungry, everything sounds good, right? Except for mushrooms. Oh no, what happened with John and Kristen's video from today being taken down? What was it about? You're an old school flannel shirt liker. Well, I got a bunch of flannel shirts. I'm holding up good during this pandemic, Melissa. How are you holding up? I can't wait until things go back to normal, but I think that's pretty much everybody. Yeah, I want to know what happened to their video. Yeah, I've tried Sunshine Burgers. You know what? I found out that Wegmans has these new Wegmans brand burgers that kind of look like the Sunshine Burgers, and they got like 4 different flavors. I want to try those. It disappeared. I wonder how long into the video did it disappear after? Weird. Did John say he took it down, or is that what it said? Video taken down. Let's find out. I was just talking to him actually. I messaged him on Insta. Okay, let's see. John said, why did your video get taken down today? I don't know anything about it, but you guys do, so we're going to find out. Oh, after it ended? Oh, you know what? Maybe he didn't make it public. Maybe he had it on... Maybe he did that on purpose. I don't know. The popcorn tofu is really good. You guys should make that. Maybe he decided to take it down. Maybe there was something he didn't like. What did he do in the video? Was it a singing video or a cooking, or what were they doing? Owner removed it. It was a live stream though? Weird. Okay, so it was a live stream then. They made food and... Oh, it was not a live stream. So he posted a video and then it got taken down. Weird. All right, here we go. Let's see what he says. Oh, he's trying a new editing system and something got messed up, so it sounds like it deleted something that he wanted in there. So he probably... How long was it up for? That's probably what happened. I've done that before. Not often. I hate doing that. Like you put up a video and you realize, oh no, I gotta change something, and our 500 people already saw it. So you take it down and oh, yeah, that sucks. So D Right Rabbit watched it. Yeah, if you click on it before he takes it down, you'll be able to watch it, but oh, it looks like he's gonna finish it tomorrow. He redid it, and he's probably gonna post it again tomorrow, because it's late for John right now. You know what? Maybe we could have him call in. I'm alive. There we go. I don't know if he wants to, but I just asked him if he wanted to join us. Mom Exotic, hi. Nope. Well, because of the whole quarantine, because I got tested 2 days ago. Rachel's schedule changed, so even though she was supposed to be working tonight, she got a few days off because of it. So, greetings from Chile, Andromeda. I'm not really a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, I don't hate it, but I've only seen it once. So that should tell you. But I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street. Does anybody have any fun Easter traditions? So you'd love some ideas. I don't know. Maybe some people in the chat will have some suggestions. When I was a little kid, I would wake up on Easter morning, and I remember I came upstairs, and on the white wall in like chalk drawing, there was a big drawing of an Easter bunny, and where his hand was, there was a bunch of like pops, like suckers, like taped to the fingers. And we thought that the Easter bunny drew it, but my dad's a good artist. My dad drew it with chalk, and then it just washed off. So that was fun. That was fun when I was little. How is the audio here? Because when I did my video today, I had to turn it way down, and the video that I uploaded today, I'm really not happy with the sound at the very beginning, but then after that, it sounds okay. Baking hot cross buns. You may have already done that, Trini. You may or may not have already done that. Hey Dominic, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, my parents are doing they're doing good right now. My mom's a little bit sick, but my dad's okay. Island Grower, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. A basket of pears. That sounds really good right now. Or oranges or something. True Terror, Robert Englund. I haven't made soda bread. A little loud? Let's see. Let's see if I can fix it. How about now? I said that louder, but I want to be able to talk higher levels and not blow your ears out. I love history. I love watching history videos and stuff. In fact, I probably would have learned better in high school and elementary and middle school if I had more visuals and more of the stuff that they have today about history. But, just reading it out of a book didn't really do it for me. More skate videos. Well, right now it's snowing, so... But, yeah, I agree. I like to skate. I want to do more skate videos. The thing about me is I don't like skateboarding alone. I like to skate with at least one friend. Preferably more, but at least one. And we can't really hang out right now, so let's see. Happy Healthy Vegan is texting me back. Okay. I was going to see if they wanted to jump on the live stream, but they're busy. So we'll do that another night. I know, Island Grower. Like, I just kept getting older and older, and all my friends that were younger kept getting older and older, and then I'm still skating, and then everybody stops skating, and then I find more people to start skating again. I'm like, yeah, and then they get older, and then they stop skating, and here I am, still skating. I do have a friend that's actually older than me that skates, Jeremy, and he's been wanting to skate with me in the last few days, and I'm like, Jeremy, isolate yourself, man. I didn't do it. I finished Better Call Saul last night, so now I got to find something else. Oh, it is. It's definitely a good workout. Entire semester of Charlie Chaplin movies at U of Hawaii. We could skate 6 feet apart, and most of the time we would be more than 6 feet apart. But I mean, if you fall, those virus germs are just gonna like spread into the air immediately. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to make light of a situation. My computer really sounds like it's loading tonight for some reason. Do you want to hear an Easter egg story about me when I was very little? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell it anyway, even if you don't want to hear it. Some of you guys have probably already heard this story. So when I was real little, I mean real little, we just moved into the house I grew up in, so I had to be 4 or 5. We went to this park. It's actually the park that I do a lot of film at right now. Like, it's where I did my that old Vegan Zombie intro movie, and the one where John and Indy are running through the woods. Well, anyway, we went there. It's a park. We went there when I was little on, I don't know if it was Easter morning or a different day or whatever, but around Easter. And it was an Easter egg hunt. And all the bigger kids were there. The kids that were like 7 and 8, they were big, to me, because I was only like 4 or 5. And everybody's running around trying to find the Easter eggs, but there's the one special egg that would win everything, like the big egg everybody's looking for. It's not a real egg, by the way. The golden egg. And everybody's looking around, and I'm looking over there, and I look into the forest, and I see this burlap sack, and I go, Mom, look at that. And she goes, go get it. And I was too afraid to go get it. I'm like, well, come with me. She goes, no, I don't want to go down there. I'm like, come with me. No, I don't want to go down there. But I was too afraid to run down there and grab it. And then as I'm like kind of approaching it, this bigger kid runs over and grabs it and opens it. And that was it. That was the golden egg. I had my chance and I blew it. You only have one shot, one opportunity. Mom's spaghetti. So that was it. Oh, you know what? I just was going to reach for my water bottle. It's not here. Oh my God. That's all right. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my Easter story for you. What other stories do I have? This is another. The first picture I ever posted on Instagram was Indy the pup, but the second picture was a vegan cream egg. I think John was taking a bite out of a vegan cream egg by our friend Sugar Mama out here in Syracuse. I used to love cream eggs, Cadbury cream eggs, and I would eat them until I would get sick. And so I love the vegan ones. There's a brand called No Way Chocolate, and they do taste a little. There's something unique to them, is what I want to say, but I still really like them. They're really good. How is my cough? It's still there, but you'd never know it, right? You would never know. I think that I'm coughing a little bit less than other days, but it's still bad when I am coughing. So, I don't think they're that hard to make. You just got to be able to. I actually want to make them at some point. You just gotta. It's more of it's a longer process to make them. You got to make one side of a shell, and then you got to put the cream stuff in, and then pour the other side in, or make two different shells, put them on, and then kind of like get like a coating to stick them together. So there's a couple different methods you could use to do it. The eggs are still a thing. Which ones? The Cadbury ones? I heard Cadbury is going to make a vegan chocolate. What they really need to do is make the vegan Cadbury eggs. I did. No. There are vegan jelly beans. There are. I think Yum Earth has some vegan jelly beans. What there are not, there's no vegan candy corn. And I've talked about that with some friends. It was like, I don't even like candy corn. I never liked it. But I'll tell you this, if I bit into one and closed my eyes, it would give me pure nostalgia of being a little kid and biting into Halloween candy corn that I didn't like. And I don't like it, but yeah, that'd be a business right there, making vegan candy corn. There you go. Who wants to go in on it with me? Vegan candy corn. Vegan zombie candy corn. Oh, there you go. I don't like jelly beans either, so. Oh, I can tell you another. Oh no, that's a Halloween story, not an Easter story. But I could still tell it if you want. Yeah, they have sour ones too, but I believe they have ones that aren't sour too. Okay, so I'm pretty old, so I had to Google it just to make sure, but I remember when Skittles first came out. Okay, so I Googled it just to make sure, and it's apparently Skittles came out in 1974. That's before I was born, but they weren't introduced to North America until 1979, and then again they weren't sold domestically in the United States until 1982, and that would be when I was first introduced to Skittles. So I always loved M&Ms because I love chocolate, as probably some of you guys do. So I loved chocolate, I loved M&Ms, and Skittles kind of look like M&Ms. And we went Halloweening, and back in, it had to be 1982. I was that's when E.T. first came out. I was a little kid, but 1982 and 83, somewhere around there, got some Skittles. First time I had ever seen Skittles, and they look like M&Ms, right? And I could literally take a whole bag of M&Ms and go, no problem, okay? Don't even get sick, because I love chocolate. But I tried that with Skittles when I first got them. I'm like, Skittles, oh, cool. And I got so sick from eating those that I never wanted Skittles again. I hate Skittles. I do not even want to put a Skittle in my mouth. And I know a lot of people is like, Skittles, Skittles, Skittles. And I'm like, don't even say the word. I don't like them. They're gross. So Still. I don't. Yeah, I think it was a bigger bag. Yeah. I don't really like caramel either. You know, when I was younger, way before I was a vegetarian or vegan, I liked caramello. I liked those. They were good. But I think the main reason I liked it was because the chocolate was so good. But my favorite thing back in the day were peanut butter cups. So being a vegan now, I love Justin's peanut butter cups, or just making my own, or if you're really in a bind, you take a spoon and you dip it in peanut butter, and then you take some chocolate chips and you go bam, they all stick to it, and then there you go. Skittles, Skittles, bite-sized candy, taste the flavor of fruit flavors, taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. I remember all the commercials when I was little. We could do that. We could sing little theme songs from different commercials and stuff from the 80s. The score bar, yeah, we should make I like the score bars too. They were good. I don't know if there's a vegan version of the caramello, because I don't normally like caramel. There's a few vegan white chocolates, Maria. In fact, I have one downstairs that I haven't even tried yet from Vago. I got a Vago white chocolate, and there's some white chocolate chips. Toll House has some. They're certified vegan, but also this company called Pasha. They're a little expensive, but they have them. The gum jingles. Oh, I know it too. Oh, I know a few of them actually. You're in the big leagues when you're into Big League Chew. That's the Big League Chew one. But Wrigley's has one, and I'm trying to remember that one. Joseph, what's up, man? Hey, you want to jump on my live with me sometime? Thank you for the super chat. Good to see you're back. I'm holding up well. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I tested negative. My mom is negative and my dad is positive for the virus. So I did a video on that. But thank you. Hope you're well. You should jump on sometime. We should do a live stream together. Cool. I don't know if you want to jump on. Yeah, I don't. We'll have to, because you don't know my Skype. If you want to Skype in, maybe we could do that. Yeah, since we don't have it planned, maybe we could do that like tomorrow or something, or sometime this weekend. Let's do it. I do remember that the people used to sell the chocolate bars for, and I was all about buying chocolate bars and stuff when that kind of stuff happened. Are we live? Are we live? But what was the Wrigley's one? There was Wrigley's where no, Wrigley's double mint. Double your pleasure, double your fun with Wrigley's double mint gum. And there was like twins, and they were like skiing, and then ice skating, and riding a bike. Coke is it, the one that never lets you down. Coke is it. There's Coke. And then there's cartoons like My Little Pony, Megan in Sundance. I love to comb her pretty hair. And then My buddy and me like to climb up our tree. My buddy and me, we're the best friends that can be. Kid sister and me. And Pound Puppies, you were sad and lonely. I took you home, now you're my one and only. pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love. And I can do the whole Gummy Bear song. I remember all these. Transformers, G.I. Joe. Who's vegan in here? Me. Oh, do people really have weird... yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Didn't even cross my mind when I was a little kid, though. But yeah, I could see that. Remember Wuzzles and Popples and Teddy Ruxpin? Yep. Oh my God, my mom's in here asking me to tell the story. All right, here we go. I'll tell the story. Fine. If I had to compete in one Olympic sport, which would it be? I mean, it would be skateboarding, but I mean, I can skateboard, but not as good as the Olympic guys that would be doing it against me. So I'd be coming in last place, but still, I would skateboard. All right, so my mom wants me to tell the story about this. Okay, so here we go. So I always love, ever since I saw the Bernstein Bears cookbook when I was a little kid, who doesn't love cookies? Cookies, my mom was always making cookies, but oftentimes she would make a thing of cookies and then she would only make one batch and just take the rest. I don't know if it was too time consuming, she just didn't feel like doing it or what, but she would take the rest of the cookie dough that she didn't use, put it in the Tupperware, put it in the freezer or the refrigerator, and I would always try to get some, and she'd always be yelling at me, telling me, don't touch the cookie dough, don't eat the cookie dough. And I would always be like, can I lick the beaters? Can I lick the spoon? Can I lick the bowl? And I mean, very rarely she would let me do that. They weren't vegan, so you could get sick by that, but it was so good. So whenever she wasn't looking, I would put my hand in there as fast as I could, boom, and then she'd see my fingerprints in there and she'd yell at me and I'd take off. But she'd always have this one Tupperware that was in the freezer and it had cookie dough in it. So I would wait for her to either go to the bathroom or be sleeping or just be out of sight, okay? And I would go in there and take that cookie dough, put it in my mouth, and then take off, eat that cookie dough. And this one time, she's sleeping on the couch and I'm looking over and I'm edging up to the freezer, trying to make my move, to open the freezer really quietly, look in there, and there it was. It was right there, right where my eyes were. So I opened it up, looking over, put my hands in there, boom, right in my mouth, close it. Immediately, I'm like, what did I just put in my mouth? It was disgusting. I was like, ugh, I spit it out, and I can still, in my head, it was so disgusting. It was frozen gravy. And I never wanted to do that again. So I don't know if she did that on purpose or not, or just put the gravy in the same container and put it in the freezer. But I got a big fingerful of gravy that, just be careful when you're sneaking cookie dough, guys. Make sure it's cookie dough. So, yeah, true story. You guys saw Zeke? Yeah, Zeke was in here. Mom, did Dad ever find that article? He's been looking for it all day. Did she get... Well, I don't think she did it on purpose, but it got me anyway, yeah. Yeah, the cookie dough story. She says she did, but I don't think she knew I was going to do that. But I think she saw those little fingerprints in her gravy, and she knew. I think she laughed. Oh, yuck. Yuck. You worked at Borders in the children's department. You love children's book. My favorite children's book of all time, Goodnight Moon. And just looking at the pages brings me right back to being a little kid. I would always read that book, or a dinosaur book, or the horrible Trick or Treat. Those were my books that I would read Well, just look at the pictures. Yeah, she didn't do it on purpose, but Goodnight Moon is the best. And just looking at those pictures from that book, it just draws me right back into being a little kid. A longboard skater. Yeah, I've never been on a longboard. You can't really do tricks on a longboard. Oh, you read Goodnight Moon to your daughter every night? It's just a classic book that's been around forever. Oh, Sean, yeah, I did. I also used to read The Boxcar Children. That was a good one, too. The detail they would go in about, like, oh, we would have, like a bandana kind of bag that we made. We would fashion it out, and we'd have a piece of bread in there and some food, and, like, dude, you know. The dinosaur books were my favorite, too. Whenever you mention it, no one... What? Goodnight Moon? Also, what else did we read? The Berenstain Bears. Now they have... You never liked Goodnight Moon? You never liked Goodnight Moon? Do I remember you, Joseph? I remember your name, but have I met you in real life? Are some nostalgic things better in my memory? Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the whole concept of nostalgia is my memory because you cannot go back in time. Um, yeah, it's a very fondness in my memory. So yeah, James and the Giant Peach. I saw that when it was in the movie theaters. Yertle the Turtle books, Green Eggs and Ham. I'm just naming books that I remember. No, we never found yet the Unsolved Mysteries episode, but my dad is looking for that article because I don't know how long after the incident happened did the episode come out with, because it's now a cold case, but I don't know when the episode came out. But we're trying to find it. My dad, my dad, since he was in it, saved the newspaper article, and he has everything. So he's been looking for it down in his office. He's got a bunch of stuff down there. There's like just stacks and stacks of nostalgia down there. Just time saved. My dad is the most like me. I would say that my mom and my brothers and my sister are not very nostalgic and sentimental like I am and my dad is. Like we save certain things, and we've got all the pictures and stories and all that kind of stuff. So oh, that's okay, Cassie. You can be late, you can be early. Doesn't matter. You don't have to apologize. It's funny that is a Mandela effect, and perfect example is what Janelle just wrote. That's how I remember it, the Berenstain Bears, but it's not actually the Berenstain Bears. It's the Berenstain Bears, not the Bernstein, and that is really weird for a lot of people because we all remember it like that, but that's not how it is. It's the Berenstain. Was I bullied as a kid or a teen? Yes, I was. And I actually did an entire live stream talking about that. Hey Donna from New York City. How is it going down there in New York City for you, Donna? Hope you're safe. I used to live down in the city years ago. Fantastic Planet. No, I don't know that one. We could talk. We could think about like really. Let's. You want to try to think about movies that not a lot of people would probably remember, or TV shows. Does anybody remember Wizard? And it had Warwick Davis in it, and he was like this wizard. It was like a TV series. Or Voyagers. I loved that show. Two time travelers. Pippi Longstocking, Punky Brewster, Space Ghost. Yep. Some of the shows I used to love as a kid and watch all the time were like MacGyver. I loved MacGyver, Airwolf, The A-Team. Those were some of my all-time favorites. Cartoon-wise, Voltron, Transformers, G.I. Joe. I liked Belle and Sebastian. I would come home. I don't remember what grade I was in, but I'd come home, make some hot chocolate in the winter, and watch Belle and Sebastian. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was later on. The Get Along Gang. I remember that. I remember the Get Along Gang. I remember 3, 2, 1, contact is a feeling. Smurfs. I don't know why Bill Nye is not vegan. You know, I talked to him with my friend Issa for about a half an hour, and we talked about, you know, vegan cookbooks, and, you know, because he's like, oh, you guys are the tallest vegans, and we're like, what? He goes, I heard you're the tallest vegans, and we're like, what are you talking about? And the reason why he said that was because Issa's agent went up to him and said, you know, go talk to them because they are they're some pretty big cookbook authors, vegan cookbook authors. And he said pretty big. So he came over and he goes, well, I hear you guys are the tallest vegan cookbook, you know. And so we ended up talking to him for a little while. We were talking to him about vegan stuff. And yeah. What else? Good Times. Do you remember? Oh wait, Sigmund the Sea Monster. I remember that. I'm trying to think of some old ones that people just. Slim Goodbody, Captain Kangaroo, Thundar the Barbarian, Captain Caveman, Heathcliff, Puffin Stuff. Okay, so that's one I don't know. What is Issa like in person? She's like she is in all my videos. Watch my videos with her. That's how she is. She's cool. She's pretty sarcastic about a lot of things. Very intelligent. We would play this game and she would know all the things that I would know. And the one question that I've never found anybody ever to know, what this TV show she knew. She's the only one that I've known that knew of the show Voyagers. Was only on for a season because the main actor had a tragic accident happen to him. He was actually Punky Brewster's brother in real life. Josie and the Pussycats. We're just talking about Puff the Magic Dragon. That was that was my first favorite song when I was a little kid. Puff the Magic Dragon. And I remember it was on a Peter, Paul and Mary record that my parents had. And I remember how the record looked. And I remember Leaving on a Jet Plane played before that. So I'd be like, Leaving on a Jet Plane. And I'd think of the jet plane. And I'm like, oh, the next song is Puff the Magic Dragon. Remember Top Cat? I don't remember Top Cat. Do you remember Heckle and Jekyll? Tom and Jerry. I especially remember a Tom and Jerry that I really liked where I kind of wanted to do this. It's a cartoon though, so you can't really do this. But what they did was they turned all the water faucets on in the kitchen and everything filled up with water and everything. And then they took, you couldn't really do this in real life, but they took the little, the things from the freezer and they put it in it and everything turned to ice. And then they were just like ice skating all over the kitchen. And I was like, I wonder if I could do that to our kitchen. Flintstones, Speed Racer, GoBots. Remember what was it called? The boy that could Turbo Teen. He could turn into a car if ice cream touched him or something. He would turn into a car. It's like, what? They were really exploring back then. The Jetsons. Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy, his daughter Judy, Jane, his wife. Dun, 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 dun. Growing Pains. No, Growing Pains and Family. Wait, why can't I think of it? Family Ties. Family Ties. Joseph. $2 super chat. Thank you. Really want to meet in person. Well, maybe we can do like a meetup sometime. I'm not sure where you are, but thank you for the super chat. He turned into a car as he got hot, and then when ice cream touched him, he turned back into a kid. Oh, good thing he's a kid again. Family Matters, got The Twilight Zone. The First Unicorn. I just watched The Last Unicorn the other day. Wonder Years was really good. My dad really liked that one too. The Nanny with Fran. Bionic Man. I remember that, but I didn't really watch too much of that. That was pretty old for me. I used to like The Incredible Hulk, and then I got to meet him in person. My dad has a movie of me doing it. Well, when all this is over, we should do a meetup, but we can't really do that until everything's obviously over. Herbie the movie. Wait, what was the... I don't know if my mom's still on here, but was it BJ and the Bear with he had like a monkey or a chimp. Shazam. I loved Shazam, you know. I remember they'd be like she'd be like vacuuming the house, and she had to get under the couch, so she goes Shazam, and then she picked it up the couch with one hand and she could vacuum under it. Boom. Bad News Bears, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. We could do a social distancing meetup, everybody 6 feet apart. We'll all bring rulers with us. The Andy Griffith Show. Doom. Doom, boom, 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 boom. MASH. We're just Land of the Lost. I love that with the Slee Stacks. You can't do that on television. And then MTV came out. What toothbrush do I use? I have, well, if I'm traveling, I have bamboo toothbrushes, but here's my toothbrush, and the reason why I can find it is because I'm going to go to my YouTube channel and I'm going to Google vegan zombie morning routine. It's an electric toothbrush that I use. And
now with our family takeout
spec. Turn that off. That's okay. So let's see where it is. I wonder if this still even works for the link, because oh yeah, it does. And with my coupon code, this is like years and years ago, you get like 75% off. And believe me, I love this toothbrush. If you guys want a good toothbrush, bam. That's what I use. Never watched the Dick Van Dyke Show. Well, we have the Monsters, yep. Living Color. Beavis, Butthead, Love Boat, Saturday Showboat. Oh, My Three Sons, Leave It to Beaver. I mean, we're really going through every show out there, remember? I Dream of Jeannie, Gilligan's Island, Addams Family, Mr. Ed, Lassie. I never really watched King of the Hill. Captain Kangaroo. Maud. What else did I like when I'm trying to... At one point, there was a Teen Wolf cartoon back in the 80s that I really liked. Yeah, we said the A-Team. That was one of my favorites. Partridge Family. Perfect Strangers with Belky Bartakamus and cousin Larry Appleton. Lost in Space. Full House. How rude. Yeah, we're talking all about 80s movies in this one, or 80s TV shows, pretty much. What are some other songs from TV shows that we know? Gummy Bears. Quantum Leap was really good. I think Quantum Leap, MacGyver, and what's the other one? We used to always watch. My dad would even sit down and watch them with us too. Quantum Leap, MacGyver, and what's it? Wonder Years. It sounds like everybody's in their 40s in this chat. Or older. I never liked Seinfeld, and I never went out of my way to watch Friends, but if it was on, I would watch it. My brother loves Friends. He could do any trivia from Friends. He's seen it like a million times. And then if we were talking about newer shows, I love The Office. My all-time favorite is X-Files. What else? There's a ton of shows. I just finished Better Call Saul, and Breaking Bad is amazing. There's just so many to choose from. Ideal Hands. Yeah, Michael Scott. I never watched Northern Exposure, but I remember it. I have watched Ozark. I'm on season 2.5 right now. You know what I really... I haven't watched any other seasons. I heard they're not as good, but season 1 of True Detective is amazing. The truth is out there, yes. I never watched Fringe. My mom loves The Big Bang Theory. She'd always be watching that when I would go over there to visit. I don't know if I don't think she's still on the chat. You were born when E.T. came out. Were you born before June? My dad loved Twin Peaks, the original, when it came out. Do I do my eyebrows? As in, I make sure I don't get a unibrow, yes. But other than that, no. Ozark is really good, Trini, yes. I haven't seen the new season, and I got to finish season 2, but season 1 was really good. Hi, Candace. How's it going? I love The Office. I love both versions. I first saw the original English version back when I was living in New York City back in the early 2000s. And then when they had the American version, I started watching that as well. And They're hilarious. I love The Office. If I can't find anything to watch, I'll put that on or something. How do you from your unibrow? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I remember Laverne and Shirley. We're gonna make our dreams come true. We'll do it our way. Mork and Mindy. Nano Nano. I used to watch that with my dad when I was a little kid. Oh, Sha Na Na. Does anybody remember Sha Na Na? I barely remember it. I just know the name of it. And this is when I was real little, like, seriously, like 2 or 3. And Sha Na Na. When Michael burned his foot on the George Foreman. Happy Days. Yep. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? How do I groom my unibrow? I just use tweezers right here. I mean, do you guys really need to know that? You've seen every episode of Twilight Zone. You know that Rod is from here. And he would often talk about Syracuse and Elmira and Cortland and, you know, in the videos, in the episodes. I'd say the top, the first 10 episodes, they mention it many times. Yeah, Steve Carell, his hair is white now. Do I have any ideas for dinner? No, but I will find something when I get down there. When I'm done with this in just a little bit, I'll find something. I'm the kind of person that most of the time, more often than not, I will figure out what I'm going to eat right about as I'm eating it. The Black Cauldron. I never watched Goosebumps because that came out way after I was young. No, not Ron. Rod Serling, the creator of the Twilight Zone. He was born here in Syracuse on Christmas Day. Where's Fake Godas? I don't know, Darth. You got to log them in. Your mom met Rod in the 60s in Ithaca. That's awesome. Halfway between dusk and dawn. Oh, yeah, I do remember. It for a minute, the Black Cauldron. Yeah, I do remember the Black Cauldron. Now that you say it was a Disney film. Are you afraid of the dark? You love the Waltons. I never watched the Waltons, but I believe it was the Waltons. I could be wrong, but I think it was the Waltons. I was at Warner Brothers with a friend a few years ago because he worked there, and we did a tour. And the lot that they used there for the Dukes of Hazzard, like right at the same lot was the house for the Waltons, I believe. And I remember Little House on the Prairie. I actually met his daughter, Michael Landon's daughter, when I was in New York City because, my ex-girlfriend went to NYU, and I would go there, and they were doing a play, and she was in the play. Michael Landon's daughter was in the play, so I met her. And I guess they're vegan too. I guess the mom is vegan and the son is vegan. From the last I heard, I don't know if it was a while ago that I heard this, but have I ever got broken into? Like what do you mean? Where? Like what do you mean by that? If not, do you ever worry about? Mr. Belvedere, Different Strokes, Family Matters. No, I didn't meet Laura Ingalls. So her dad, Michael Landon, his daughter in real life, his real life daughter, I met her. No, I don't keep in touch with any ex-girlfriends. Highway to Heaven. Upright Citizens Brigade. I remember that, but I don't think I ever watched it. Nelly lives near you. We see her at the grocery store. When you first said that, I'm thinking Nelly, you know, the rapper with the Band-Aid. Wait. Kika, yes. I never watched Monty Python. The Jeffersons. Nelly Furtado. I'm like a bird. Oh, if we're going that far back, yeah. So I guess my first girlfriend that I had when I moved to Florida. You know, I guess I keep in touch with her, I guess, as far as happy birthday. That's about it. But it was just her birthday a couple days ago. And I said, hey, remember I made you spaghetti dinner 24 years ago? And she's like, oh, I still remember that. Well, she got me into 90210. I'm like, I don't want to watch that show because, like, you know, I'm 19 years old. I just moved to Florida. You know, I just wanted to skateboard and stuff. And she's like, no, you got to watch 90210 me. And, like, I totally got addicted to 90210. We got to find out what happens to David and Brenda. And so we start, you know, so that was her favorite show. And I just saw it because it was just her birthday a couple days ago. I just saw she posted on her Instagram, Tori Spelling shouted her out, like, you know, hey, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So. I didn't watch the new reboot of 90210, but the original. You want me to sing 1,000 miles? I can't. By the whatever brothers, the brothers. 90210 is that's, you know, yep. Donna Martin didn't call her, shouted her out. I thought that was cool. Knots Landing. Never watched that. Never really watched The Real. I mean, I've seen episodes of The Real World, but never really watched it. But when I was going to University of Florida, there was I don't remember which one it was, but a whole cast of one of those Real World shows came there and did like a Q&A with kind of like a presentation kind of thing with all of us, and I was there for that. So I don't really remember what it was because I guess I didn't really care that much. Never watched Dallas or Dynasty, but I remember those. The worst movie was I answered this question before. It was the Iron Man. It's really bad. I'm trying to look it up here. Here it is. Tetsu, the Iron Man. That just, I mean, that one right there. It's not Iron Man as in Robert Downey Jr. Marvel. It's a different one. It's really bad. Curious George. How I Met Your Mother. The worst movie is Shark Boy. Did I see? I don't know if I saw that. The Nightmare Before Christmas is the best movie ever made. Best movie ever made. Right there. It actually just won some huge thing for being one of the best movies ever made. Fantasy Island. I remember that. I wouldn't be able to do that because I saw Mulholland Drive when I was like... when it came out. So I don't know what I was watching. So it's been that long. I haven't seen it since. So I would probably have to watch it again. Maximum Overdrive was... that wasn't the worst movie. I love that movie. Fright Night was really good. E.T., yeah, E.T. Wait, what? Jay-Z hated E.T.? Why Jay-Z hate E.T.? Sesame Street was pretty good. Willow was pretty good. Mad Mardigan. You just bought the Sacha Inchi, Barukas, and Pili Nuts? I haven't heard of those. How do you like them all? The Barukas probably are my favorite. Good night. No regrets, just memories. That's true. Have a good night, Joseph. Thank you again for that super chat. Yeah, I probably should get going too. Wandering Widget, good night. You know what movie I really liked? I liked Bottle Rockets. It was like Luke and Owen Wilson's first movie. It's like, yeah, we're going to come up with that 50-year plan. 50-year plan. The Last Starfighter. I got to see that again, you know? The Gate. I never really liked Little Shop of Horror. Did they have musical in that? I hated all musicals. That's why I started to like Pete's Dragon, but then I hated it because of the musical. I always hated musicals. Yeah, Bottle Rockets was the best. Yeah, Royal Tenenbaums is it was okay. My favorite is out of all of his movies is Bottle Rockets, but Goonies obviously is way up there as one of the best ever. And you know, and I might be saying this because I remember watching this as a kid and like going out and trying to do all these adventures with my friends at the time. You know, when E.T. came out, when Goonies came out, you know, it's also like, I guess if I watched that movie without the time and the things I was doing at the time, you know, who knows, maybe I wouldn't have liked them as much, or maybe I wouldn't have that much of a connection as I did. But there's a lot that goes into a movie for me, at least. I don't remember a scary movie where a guy painted himself to look like the house interior. What movie was that? Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi was... I saw that in the theater with my brother and my mom. It's the Phantom of the Opera. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. Fame! He blended into a brick wall. That's kind of creepy. Is that an old movie or a newer movie? Phantasm. So I know Reggie Bannister. Rent. I don't... oh, The Breakfast Club is one of my favorites, too. Biodome. Trini, yes. I talked... I briefly talked about my video that I posted today. I posted a video today, and it was basically my update... Basically, my update on my parents, and also... just clarifying some questions people had about my video from yesterday. So, I do brush my dog's teeth, but very rarely. So, yeah, if I was brushing my dog's teeth twice a day, then I'd go insane. But I do brush Indy's teeth. Zeke just likes anything, but Indy's another story. So, yes, I watched The Blob. That was scary. As far as like, oh, I'm never going to put my hand down a kitchen sink drain ever. Music makes everything better. Yeah, you're right. Nobody liked the movie Halloween by John Carpenter until he put that music in it. And then he re-put it out there and they're like, oh my God. Gremlins is one of my favorite movies ever. Yeah, I was pretty little when I was I was 12 when The Blob came out, so oh yeah, I'm not a singer, so I can sing the worst songs ever and make fun of myself, so what's my favorite scary movie, Sydney? My favorite scary movie is, well, I don't really think it's that scary, but Dracula. It is a horror movie, so it's also a love story. I think I gave my dog, I think I gave Indy Avoderm one time a long time ago. Encino Man. Yeah, New Life. I think a movie definitely can be ruined that way. Yeah. Yeah, Carpenter did the music himself. And he actually tours now and does, I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was doing it last year, I think, where he would go and play all his music. Well, I think they're coming out with a series, Gremlins, and I think they said that also about Goonies. I don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing. I think Gremlins would be okay, but I don't know about Goonies. They might ruin Goonies by doing that. Little Monsters with Fred Savage, yep. The Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman, the best Dracula. The Ring, yeah, The Ring freaked me out too. I think The Ring was one of the last movies that was pretty scary. Monster Squad is one of my favorites. I wanted to be in the Monster Squad. What do my bracelets say? One of them was vegan zombie. This one is all. It's all in black, so you can't really see what it says, but it's horse racing wrongs. So there's stop horse racing, and then this one is lost zombies. I think I've had that on, and I haven't taken this off in about 7 or 8 years. What is this one? Oh, this one is inside out, but this one is, it says vegan Macbeth. Well, I told you, like, Tom DeLonge owns the company Macbeth. It's a shoe company, but yeah. Yep. And then the other one says vegan zombie. Princess Bride. Godfather. Oh, you downloaded my ebook? Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's cute, Rosie. I love Gizmo. Oh, the horse racing wrongs founder lives near you. Do you live near the Albany area? Or Catskills? I don't always rinse my rice before I cook it. Sometimes, but, to me it tastes the same. I think Tom DeLonge is vegan, but I can't confirm that. I know Travis Barker is, and what's his name? The singer from Alkaline Trio? I forgot his name. And I think finally Mark went vegan, but I don't think he was for a while. What actor, actress would I love to meet? I'm being put on the spot. Probably Henry Thomas, because E.T. is my favorite movie ever. And I've already met Dee Wallace, so maybe Drew Barrymore, because she's also in E.T. But I don't know. I can tell you what director I wanted to meet but never got to. George Romero. He was my favorite director. He's dead now. And I really, 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 really wanted to meet him and do an interview with him. He just seemed like the nicest guy ever. Yeah, actually, one of the Fall Out Boy members is vegan, and he actually donated to my Kickstarter. Did I ever like any of the Medea movies? I'm not familiar with that. I remember Eight Is Enough. Who remembers? Who remembers Silly Bands? Are you talking about the slap bracelets, or do you guys remember gotcha bracelets? Those were a thing when I was in high school. When a Stranger Calls Me Up. The ebook cannot be printed out. That's the whole reason it's an ebook. Future. The guy from Taxi, is that Robert De Niro? Oh wait, I'm scrolling up because I didn't see. You know Jeff Daniel? That's cool. I think I've told you guys all the celebrities I've met in my life in other videos. Oh, Fear with Mark Wahlberg. What was I gonna say? I asked a question and now I can't remember. Oh, I was asking, did you live near Albany or the Catskill area? And I don't know if you answered me, but did I like The Crow? It was okay. I love Bruce Lee and I love that Brandon Lee was in it. And, I liked Brandon Lee in Rapid Fire, but The Crow, I don't know. It gave me a weird kind of... I liked that The Cure, my favorite band, played one of the songs in it. It wasn't one of my favorite movies, though. It can't rain all the time. Eric Draven. Trying to get through all these. So Jeff Daniels was in Dumb and Dumber. Okay, near Albany. Did I ever meet you at a Veg Fest? Yeah, it's crazy about Brandon Lee. No way. Don't like Zevia. Actually, everybody I know knows. Everybody I know don't like it. John would drink it whenever we would go to the expo. They would be giving out free Zevia, and I would stop, drop, and roll, and John would be like, "Oh, I'll take his." You saw me, but you were too shy to say hi? What? Just be like, hey, what's up? And I'll be like, yo, what's up? Yeah, I met a lot of people there. 55 likes and 99 watching. We'll turn that 99 down and we'll at least get 66. I don't like Zevia because I don't drink any kind of sodas or anything like that. I know Rachel said it makes her mouth hurt. Jeff lives in the same town. You know a movie that I want to watch again that I saw when I was little and I really liked it, but then I really haven't seen it in a good almost 30 years. Starman with Jeff Bridges. And I didn't know that I watched The Last Unicorn the other night, and Jeff Bridges was one of the voices. It was Jeff Bridges and Mia Farrow. You tried bacon with stevia? Yeah, Starman. I'm right? It's a really good movie. Who is his co-star? Who was in it? Is it? For some reason, it wasn't Margot Kidder, was it? Or was it? What the actress from Indiana Jones? I don't remember. I'm gonna Google it. Karen Allen. Yeah, was she in? Yeah, from Indiana Jones. Yeah, okay. She just died, didn't she? Like a few years ago. Yeah, Starman's so good. I should watch that again. You know what movie my friend has been telling me to watch, and I just haven't found it anywhere. It's not on any. If somebody knows where I can find this, I think I need to go to I don't want to have to go to the library right now, but it's not on any. It's not on Hulu, Amazon, any of those things. Well, I think it is if you pay for it, and I don't really want to pay $16 to watch a movie. But the Iron Giant, he said, if you really love E.T., I want you to watch this movie. And I've never seen it. It's the one with like the cartoon one. So I should probably watch that sometime. But where can I find that? Yeah, the library probably would be closed. Yeah, so I wouldn't even be able to get it there. Yeah, I watched the Blair Witch Project in the movie theaters, and I loved it. There was the other movie that so half the people in the movie theater didn't like it, and half the people did. But I really feel like most of the people weren't really paying attention. But I thought it was pretty scary at the end. And another movie that I really liked that everybody in the theater I saw it with was saying how stupid it was, and they just wasted 2 hours of their life, and like everybody was saying they hated it when they were walking out of the movie theater, was The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. And I don't know if they were mad that the twist of the movie, I won't say what the twist is in case you haven't seen it, but I really liked the twist. I thought it was pretty good. I did try Hulu. I couldn't find the only one I found was like a $15 download of it, and I didn't want to spend that much on it. So I'll have to see Iron Giant then. Dates and Peanut Butter is good. And you're running out. Refrigerate them or make them cold so they're they're a little bit more chewy. $10 on eBay. Why can I watch like anything else for free on like all my other streams, but that one right there, which is a cartoon, is by far the Sixth Sense is his best movie. Yeah, they were advertising Blair Witch as if it was real. They had a website for it in Burkittsville. I'm the only other person who yeah. Well, it's good to hear that other people like it too. Raising Arizona. You better give me that baby. You ain't leaving until I get that baby. I probably didn't impersonate that good, but yeah, I love the movies with a good twist too. Hi, Chrissy. I don't think it sucked the fact that it was about Amish people. I think it was cool the fact that it was. You just seemed like it was like a long time ago, but it was in present day. Everybody tried to formulate movies after the Blair Witch because they made so much money off of a movie that cost them like, what was it, 70,000? Might have even been less than that. And they made hundreds of millions. The Outsiders was good. I met Pony Boy. I got a picture with Pony Boy. C. Thomas Howell, who's also a serial killer in, what is it? What crime show? Holly Hunter. Yeah, that's who said it. Holly Hunter. Criminal Minds, right? It's Criminal Minds. C. Thomas Howell. Dexter, one of my favorite shows. I actually liked the way it ended, but I think that last episode it just had a feeling to it. Did I mean Witness with Harrison Ford? What do you mean? The peanut butter, I think most peanut butter is going to have oil in it just because peanuts have oil in it. But the one I have, the only ingredient in it is peanuts. And I think it's just a Wegmans brand that I get. I could eat a peach for hours. Yeah, John Lithgow was downright scary. The whole concept was awesome. It's like, wow, you got two serial killers, and then Colin Hanks was in it. I haven't read any of the. Why would I read books when I could just watch it? No, I haven't read any of the books though. I sound like Matthew McConaughey. All right. I should I watch Cobra Kai? I love the Karate Kid, but I haven't seen Cobra Kai. I don't remember how many seasons of Dexter. Was it like 7 or 8? Oh no, I was talking about how we were talking about the village. How it seemed like it was a long time ago, but at the end, the twist at the end. Don't listen to me if you haven't seen it. Wow, I don't know how you guys do this to me, but I only wanted to be on for like less than an hour, and it's an hour and a half, and we keep going here. Am I keeping you guys company? Because you guys are keeping me company, that's for sure. Yeah, I watched all of Dexter too. Dexter is one of my favorites. And you know who always made me laugh was Lieutenant Dokes. Like Dexter would be going, the smell of the air, the trees. They didn't know that how he really died and everything. And all of a sudden he looks over and you see Dokes over there like, what are you looking at, you crazy? I can't say the other words that he says, but Fight Club, Tyler Durden. Yeah, I know. We got to cut it short, though. Wait, you Googled Iron Giant. You can watch it on YouTube and Vudu, but it's... Oh, that's reasonable. I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. And Amazon. Oh, I could do Amazon. I'm in a movie on Amazon. It's only like 6 minutes short that my friend filmed here. It's called Crucible. Not The Crucible, but Crucible. And I play a SWAT member coming in to arrest people for... It's like a futuristic kind of like thought police kind of thing. I'm in it. Oh, Donna, you have a great night as well. Thank you. So... I'm not like that. So when people say that like I read the book and the movie totally butchered it kind of thing. So for me, a movie for me is something completely on its own. It's its own story. It's its own thing. And at least for me, I want to watch a movie apart from a book. A book is its own separate thing. And even if they're trying to do an adaptation from a book, still a movie is something completely different for me. So I don't like to compare them. Because a book can be any, like however your mind interprets what you're reading, which is usually, a lot more incredible than what a movie, because you can do anything in your mind if you're reading it. But I like to distinguish them differently. Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey? Depends the movie. I would probably say Jim Carrey, but I will also say 2 movies that I walked out of were Jim Carrey movies, and I never walk out of a movie. Love Nicholas Spark movies. The Notebook. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want me to log off? Because it's been an hour and 39 minutes. I think what was it that I watched? What show did it have Jim Carrey being himself, like talking like I don't think it was the Jerry Seinfeld like comedian in the car. Maybe it was, where it actually shows him being himself, where he's painting and everything. I want my vegan food too, Brian. We walked out of a tour. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, Punch Drunk Love. I love that. I love that movie. That was such a good movie. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's got really good handwriting. No, I didn't. I walked out of the cable man, the cable guy, cable man, and the other one I don't remember what it was, but they were on some like little Vespa or moped or something around some windy. I don't remember what movie it was. I remember In Living Color, Eternal Sunshine. That's actually, I think that's John's favorite movie, Eternal Sunshine. Yeah, the comedians in cars getting coffee. I actually liked that show. I binged him. Bye, Chrissy. Leaving. Have a good night. Oh, LOL, just go. Okay. There's somebody in the house. There's two little pups underneath me. Dead Poet Society. Captain, my captain. I haven't seen Platoon in so long. I pretty much forgot it. No, it wasn't Dumb and Dumber. I didn't really, I don't really care for Jim Carrey movies, but we're asking about the person, right? I don't know. I'll be honest, I used to not like either one of them, but I kind of have more respect and like them. I saw Adam Sandler on, what was it? It was, what's his name? Where they walk around. He's got Norm Macdonald. He walks around in vlogs. It's his YouTube show, and he did one with Adam Sandler, and you get to see like the real people, and like he seemed like a good dude. He did a bunch of them. He did one with Owen Wilson, which was really, really cool. He did one with Weird Al Yankovic. I've loved Weird Al Yankovic ever since I was a little kid. I knew all his songs, and it's so cool to see Weird Al in like be himself and not just like the weirdness that he's always portrayed. Yeah, the number 23. Yeah, I like it when Jim Carrey played like non-funny characters, because he can really get into character. I heard he was awful in the the Andy Kaufman one. Yeah, not Norm Macdonald, Kevin Nealon, Hiken. Sorry, got him mixed up, guys. Sorry, the Kevin Nealon one. He done one with Jack Black too. It was funny because everybody kept recognizing Jack, but not him, and he just like would keep walking, and Jack's like, "Oh, hold on, wait a minute." Rob Schneider. Living in an Amish paradise. What is your favorite scene from Wedding Singer? John Candy, yeah. The Great Outdoors. And Tommy Boy. Didn't watch Dumb and Dumber, I don't think. If I did, I forgot it. Yeah, The Wedding Singer has a good soundtrack. I effing need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. What'd you do, Chris Farley? We are just like revisiting all these old movies and TV shows and actors and REO Speedwagon. Heard it from a friend who. Heard it from a friend who. So Weird Al, he's a vegetarian. Often eats vegan food, different vegan restaurants. I think he got takeout from my friend's restaurant. Okay, so what movie was it in? The Total Eclipse. What movie was that? Where they had like, was that The Hangover? What did I do with the money you gave me for the singing lessons? I bought peanut butter cups with it. Mom, isn't it your bedtime? Is it true the older you get, the more cynical you become? Well, not necessarily, because for me, as I got older, I did become more cynical, but then as I got even older, I became less cynical. So I think I've already been at my peak cynicalness, and then it kind of like started to crumble apart and not be as cynical anymore. True story, at least for me. There was a time when I was as cynical as one could be. All right, too much dead air. It looks like we're going to have to get going. Pat Benatar was great. We are young. My mom is funny. You hear that, Mom? Everyone thinks you're funny. Later, Z. Doogie Howser is coming. My mom says, I heard Doggy Howser is coming back. Are they going to have a new Doogie Howser? At my best, I used to be able to do 42 pull-ups in a row, but right now, probably maybe 15 or 20. I don't go for the maximum amount. I just do sets now. All right, I'll name characters, and you guys got to name the TV show. Ready? Winnie Cooper. Da-na-na-na. I have Disney Plus. The Lost Boys. That's a given. Lost Boys is really one of my favorites too. The Wonder Years. Yeah. Okay, so now we got to pick a new one. Steve Urkel. A fat guy in a little coat. Okay, yeah. So, or we'll do something like that, like Tommy Boy. We'll either do a line or not that kind of line. We'll do a line from a movie, or look at this. Everybody knows everybody. Okay. It's funny because I already said a lot of the act. Let's see. Name 2 shows that Richard Dean Anderson was in. Did I do that? And that's funny. You guys both said that at the same time. I thought I was supposed to get a free month. Richard Dean Anderson. Come on. MacGyver. There we go. MacGyver and Stargate. All right. I think he was on like General Hospital when he first started out too, a long time ago. My favorite David Lynch movie, Fire Walk with Me. There's so much lag. Is there really lag? I do not like any of the CGI scenes with E.T. I only want to see the original. That's all I want to see. Oh, he was in One Life to Live? Okay. Do you have Google up next to you? Or did you already know that? Okay, let me think of another one. What show was Alanis Morissette in? Oh, Lost Highway, yeah. I saw that. I've seen so many movies, some of them I don't really remember. Wait, I forgot what my question was. Oh, was Alanis Morissette in Weeds? Maybe she was. Oh, and she was in Dogma? But I'm talking about a TV show. So if she was in Weeds, I forgot. I really liked the show Weeds too, by the way. Oh, she was also, wow, she's in a lot of things. So I guess, what was the first show she was in? There we go. Can't stop. You can't do that on television. That's what she was in. Vinny Del Pino. What show was he in? I just call. Do I have a favorite being gangsta? I forget. He the one with the buck teeth that he does. I don't remember what that was. It's been a while, but oh yeah, Doogie Howser. Yep, Doogie Howser. Hey, Doog. I don't know. I think is that he does one of Tim Sheaf. Vinny Del Pino was a character on Doogie Howser. It was Doogie's best friend. He'd always like come in through the window. That's weird, isn't it? He'd just come in through his window. Did I upload Vegan Gains video? No, not yet. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do that next. It's halfway done editing, so people seem to get triggered with the videos I've been putting out on like what's really happening right now, and so maybe I'll go ahead and do some fun videos going out to restaurants that we can't go to. So, Punky Brewster. All right, so here's a story. When I lived in New York City, we were dropping my ex-girlfriend's friend off at her house. It was nighttime, and it was in near Washington Square Park, kind of by NYU. So we dropped. They were saying goodbyes, blah, 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 and I'm just kind of standing out on the sidewalk, just like, and they're on the doorway and everything. And then this dude starts walking towards me, and so I'm about to get out of his way because he's about to walk there. And he's just walking, and I look up, and I make eye contact with him, and I'm like, why do I know you, dude? Why do I know you? You're Ferris Bueller. You are Matthew Broderick. And I just kind of went like, and he just went like this. He went like that, and he just kept walking. And I'm like, that's War Games. That's Ferris Bueller. Like, we're going the same way he's going. And he just kind of, we went to the stoplight, and we all stood together, and then he kept going. That's how close. I should have said hi, but I didn't. That's the closest I've been to Sex in the City, I guess. Looks like Chrissy's going good night. Good night, Chrissy. Thanks for watching. You met lots of famous wrestlers. Did you meet the Iron Sheik? Maybe he was, because he was muttering swear words under his breath. I don't think it me. I think he was just mad. Yeah, War Games was one of my favorites. Thermoglobal nuclear war. And Sarah Jessica Parker was in that. No. She was in. Never mind. She was in Flight of the Navigator. For a second there, just across circuits. Jade and Jet, what's going on, guys? We got the Ziki right behind me. L, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Who is my favorite wrestler? So Triple H wasn't around when I watched wrestling. So mine back in the day was the Ultimate Warrior. And I remember when I first saw him. I mean, before that he was the Dingo Warrior, but when he became the Ultimate Warrior, I remember watching the Honky Tonk Man, who was the Intercontinental Champion, get in the ring, and he was supposed to wrestle somebody, but that person was hurt, couldn't come out. So Honky's like, give me anyone. I'll wrestle anyone right now. Is anybody going to come out? And all of a sudden you hear the Ultimate Warrior song, and he comes running down, and he jumps in the ring, and he clotheslines, and he picks him up, he slams him down, he presses him, boom, it was over like in 30 seconds. And I was like, that's my favorite wrestler right there. I think at one point he wrestled with Sting at some point. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I saw him at a horror convention. I'm like, oh, it's Jim Duggan. Honky Tonk's pretty cool. I picked up garbage from Ted DiBiase's house when I was a garbage man. Yeah, and Randy Savage was in Florida. Ooh, yeah. How's that impression? Jimmy Fly Snuka, Demolition. I mean, I'm talking about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I mean, that's back when I used to watch wrestling. But now, like, I don't really know any of the guys now. George the Animal Steel, tear up a turnbuckle. Who was in War Games? It was Matthew Broderick. And I don't know. Let's look it up real quick. I forgot the guy's name. War Games. Let's see who was in that. We're going to see the cast of War Games. It was... Hold on. Okay, Ali Sheedy. I forgot she was in it. John Wood. Dabney Coleman. Okay, so Dabney Coleman. Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I love that movie too. David Osborne. Who else is in this? I think that's about it for like the... There's a lot of people in it, but... Ric Flair. Looks like a loafer. What do you mean? Like a shoe? The John Cena soundbite from... I don't think I can do that from where I am right now. That was a different program. No, my cough's not gone. Yeah, a lot of wrestlers are vegan. So, Amy Dumas, she messaged me and we became friends because she wore my shirt, and so I sent her my book and a couple of shirts and stuff. She tweeted me years ago and said, "Hey, I'm a vegan zombie," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And so I forget who is she? She was like an evil. I forgot what her name was though. But yeah, I'm friends with a few vegan wrestlers. No, she's still alive. Here, I'll Google it. I'll show you. I have a picture of her wearing my shirt. She was Lita. Lita. Let's see who she is. There she is. This is her. I wonder if she had... Let me see. Vegan... I wonder if she has that picture up there. Oh, there it is. Wow, look at that. That's her wearing my shirt right there. It's funny too because I sent them to her and I asked, that's the original zombie thing that she sent me that picture years ago. And I wrote back to her and I said, hey, can I send you some shirts? Would you wear them on your, post a picture with them or something? And she never wrote back, so I was like, oh, okay. And like a year later, she wrote back to me and she goes, I guess I'm just finding out how to use this. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I was like, oh, cool. So, and then we were going to hang out one time, but it didn't work. I was in California and she was driving through, but then, so we never ended up hanging out. Flying Red Bastion? No. I remember the Red Rooster. Jake the Snake. Who's the other dude that's vegan? Daniel Day-Lewis. No, Daniel, what's his name? He's got the big beard and vegan. Daniel Bryan, right? That's his name? Daniel Bryan. He's a veg. Tyler Bate, WWE. Is he vegan or something? I never lived in California, no. I was out there for Expo. Daniel Bryan isn't vegan, but he was, right? Because I remember he was talking about... Wait, is he or isn't he? Oh, I'm sure he's got 1,000 stories. Yeah, if somebody was a ref in wrestling, yeah. There's a couple other wrestlers that are friends with me, and we're friends on, and I'm also friends with a UFC fighter. Oh, he's not vegan anymore. He did a whole thing about it in the ring at one point. So what happened? We got to know. That sucks. I mean, I'd like to go out to LA again. Rain. I just kind of figured because it kept falling through that maybe, I'll just continue to live here and then go out there when I need to. And I was going out there like 2 or 3 times a year, and I was staying out there for like, 2 weeks to a month each time. So I felt like, hey, that's good enough for me. Got so many. I think I was going to, you know what? It's Friday too. I should have done a little flashback Friday. Oh, I was going to show you guys. I had some stories to tell you and show you, but we'll do it another time. Oh, there's when I met Happy Healthy. Yeah. See, that's the problem. I have so many pictures in my phone, it's hard to find it all, find everything. Oh, that reminds me, I need Mario to jump on a live stream with me. Maybe I'll try to plan that for the next few days. Anyway, I have a picture with Ashley Evans Smith. She's a UFC fighter. If you guys are on Instagram, go follow her. She's definitely vegan. I have not made any pizza while quarantined, but I was talking about it tonight. I just need to go ahead and make my own dough. I just haven't made any. But you're reminding me that I'm hungry, so I should probably get going. This very short live stream turned into a over 2 hour live stream. But I appreciate everybody for being here and hanging out. We have over 110 people in here. I'd like to keep going, but I got to get going. Is my pizza dough a sourdough? No, I don't usually use sourdough for pizza dough. I just use sourdough for my sourdough bread, or I've done pancakes with it before too. But maybe I'll make a pizza with it. This is really goodbye. So have a great night, everybody, and thank you. See you guys tomorrow.